Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Jesse with Keeping It Real Finance, the channel that always has your back and tells it like it is. Today's video is going to be all about the currencies that revolve around the sun, and yes, I am referring to Justin's sun. So this video is going to be about TRX, we're going to talk about BTT, we're going to talk about JST, we're going to talk about SUN, and WIN. And for those who didn't connect the dots, that means Justin's sun wins, so I figured we might as well talk about it. So, what I'm going to go ahead and do is give you a little bit of background on each. We'll go ahead and get into where they've been, where I think they might be going by the end of the year. I'll finish up the video with a price prediction at the end for anybody who's looking to invest in any of these 5 tokens. I figured now was a great time to get into it, so that's what we're doing today. All right? So as always, if you're a first-time viewer, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Click the bell to turn on notifications so you're made aware when I post content just like this. And if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to hit the like button. And now, let's get it going. So the first token in the Tron arsenal is TRX, or the native token. So, for those who don't know, Tron is a decentralized platform focused on content sharing, entertainment, and gaming. So the Tron network has 0 transaction fees and can process up to 2,000 transactions per second. Which often, by the way, is marketed by Justin's son on Twitter, as he likes to compare Tron to Ethereum on a regular basis, as you can see here by this tweet. Now, the goals of Tron are delivering simple distributed file sharing, driving content creation through financial rewards, allowing content creators to launch their own personal tokens, and decentralizing the gaming industry. Now, in 2018, Tron switched from Ethereum to its own blockchain. The TRX, as I stated, is the native token of Tron ecosystem and blockchain, and the current circulating supply is roughly 72 billion out of 101 billion. Now, TRX started 2021 at 0.027 cents and finished February at 0.045, or a 1.67x. Now, the previous all-time high was 0.21 cents, basically, in January of 2018, and volume has been increasing since last summer, but it hasn't come near the all-time high as of yet, all right? Now, our next token here is BTT. So this is for BitTorrent. So it's the native token of BitTorrent, a popular peer-to-peer sharing platform that was purchased by Justin's son. So it went live on Tron's blockchain in February of 2019, so not too long ago. And per the white paper, total supply is 990 billion, while the circulating supply is roughly 660 billion. Now, 20.1% of all coins are reserved for airdrops, which will occur until 2025. So I really like that. That's actually really cool. BTT started 2021 at roughly 0.0003, and by March was at 0.0011, or a 3.67x in the first 2 months of the year. The previous all-time high was 0.0017. Next, we have JST. This is Just, which is a DeFi ecosystem built for Tron. Just launched in August of 2020. Circulating supply is 2.3 billion out of 9.9 billion. Previous all-time high was 0.079, and Just started 2021 at 0.022, and by March was at 0.044, so it doubled, okay? Fourth, we have SUN, S-U-N. So SUN is designed as a cryptocurrency to further the development of DeFi on Tron. So SUN's white paper calls it a, quote, social experiment, where the token may take part in a future state for DeFi lending, insurance, liquidity, stablecoins, etc. Now, SUN was launched in September of 2020 through mining only, and the all-time high was $26.03. SUN started 2021 at $6.21, so it came well off that high, and finished the first 2 months of the year at $12.62, so it doubled. Now our last one here is Win. And Win token is used on the Wink gaming platform to play, socialize, and stake. So this was launched in August of 2019. The all-time high was 0.0004, and Win started the year at 0.00006, and as of March 1st was at 0.0002, or a 3.3x. I know that's a lot of zeros. Okay, now let me insert my chart. So here's my current chart. And so you can see here by the chart, we start first with the coins on the far left. And let me just say for anybody who wants to record this, here's the point where you may want to take a photo of this with your phone. So on the far left, we have all 5 coins I just discussed. The next column has the first 2 months of what that coin did. So for example, TRX did a 1.67x. If we followed the exact same rate of growth, here's what the remaining months of the year would be. So for TRX, an 8.35x. For BTT, a 36.7x. For JST, a 10x, Sun 10x, and Win 16.5x. The translation here is the price at the end of the year. Here's our prices. So TRX, 39 cents. BTT, 0.044 cents. JST, 0.45. Sun, $136.30. Win, 0.003. Now, we've also got the previous all-time high. I've got the current price listed. And now, here is my predicted rate of growth. So if you look on column number 3, that would be the rate of growth if it followed the first 2 months of the year. My predicted rate of growth is where I think it may ultimately shake out. So for Tron TRX for the year of 2021, by the end of the year, I'm calling for a 3 to 5x, and I predict it will be valued somewhere between 14 and 23 cents. For BTT, I actually think this one could possibly 20x, and my price prediction at the end of the year is roughly 0.024 cents. Some of the reasoning behind that on BTT is, first of all, people like buying stuff when it's cheap. BTT is really cheap. And BTT is the only of the 5 coins that's on Voyager. And you all know I love Voyager. Referral links are in the video description where you can get $25 of free Bitcoin if you simply follow the referral. It's a great platform, and out of all the platforms I've tried, it's the one I like the best. All right. Now, JST. So JST, I'm thinking a 8 to 10x, and it would be valued somewhere around 36 to 45 cents at the end of the year. Win could potentially be a 8 to 10x, valued around 0.0016 to 0.002 by the end of the year. And Sun, possibly a 3 to 5x. Now, also on here, you can see the exchanges. So in the USA, the exchanges that I've got on here, Binance US, Trust Wallet, Qcoin, and Voyager. Out of all of those, I prefer Voyager the best. That's the one I like the most. I currently, in full disclosure, use Voyager, I use Binance.us, and I use Trust Wallet. Qcoin I have not fully used yet, mainly because the reviews are a little sporadic on the App Store. I think it's rated about 3.7, 3.8 stars out of 5. So it's not the best, not the worst, sort of in the middle. And then outside of that, if you are outside the USA, the world is your oyster because you have the full Binance, you've got Huobi, Qcoin, etc. Now, if I had to rank all 5 of these, looking at the chart here, the way I would rank them would go as follows. Number 1 would be BTT, BitTorrent. Number 2, I would go with Just, so the DeFi. Number 3, Win, Gaming. Number 4, Tron TRX, and number 5, Sun. Now, Justin Sun is a master of marketing. So he posted this on Twitter that Tron has over 6 billion TVL, or total value locked. You can also see in the image that JST is really just starting to make waves in DeFi, and they've already got a ton of money in there. Now, bear in mind that even at 2,000 transactions, which is impressive compared to Bitcoin, which is at 7 per second, and Ethereum at 15 per second, It's not that impressive if you compared it to something like Solana that claims they can do 50,000 per second, or 25 times as many, right? So, my overall rate of growth estimates are based on the following. Number one, overall price. So the cheaper the token, the greater the chance of growth. I think that's true for anybody who's looking to invest. Everybody's always looking for a deal. I think that's why a lot of the people who don't know anything at all about crypto go, hey, I'll get a little Bitcoin and give me some of that Ethereum also, because it's a discounted price, right? I think the same thing holds true here, where people might say, yeah, there's TRX, but what about BTT? That's where you can make some serious gains. And that's true, because the higher these go in value, I think the harder it is to make the big gains. So something that's really low, like BTT, this could be a really good one, right? If the other thing I like here is exchange exposure. So if you're in the US or around the world, BTT and TRX are probably the easiest to buy. If you're outside the US, you can really get all of them, but as I stated, I really lean towards certain platforms, the ones that are the easiest to use. That's what I like. I like the Voyagers, I like the Coinbase, I like the easy to use stuff, you know, your crypto.com, your Binance.us, and it kind of starts falling off from there in terms of usability. Now, if Justin Sun can get on more exchanges, values could increase even higher. So if you saw my chart there, I mean, they're not on everything. I mean, yes, around the world, they're on the big stuff. In the US, they're hardly on anything. So I think if he can get more and more exposure, then these coins could continue to go up in value. Now, as I've stated, the marketing of Justin Sun is top notch. So you could probably argue that tech-wise, Tron may not be on the same level as a Solana, as Cardano, as Polkadot, or the Binance Smart Chain. But his marketing is nothing to ignore. Now, with more PR, popular airdrops, which he does, and increasing technology in DeFi, you just cannot ignore Justin Sun. So, with a focus on file sharing, entertainment, and gaming, Tron appeals to young people. So as long as young people like Justin Sun, he remains popular and keeps Tron fun, that's important, Tron will have a bright future. So that's it for my video today, folks. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you learned a little bit about these 5 different coins here. I figured since I saw Justin Sun posting on this recently a couple weeks ago, I thought, you know, I might as well do a video about this because I think it's hilarious. The coins he put out basically say Justin Sun wins. So genius marketing, really smart guy. I think he's got a very bright future. And I think he's going to have a lot to offer to the crypto space as time goes on. So, you know, could the tech get better? Absolutely it could. But on a marketing standpoint, he's pretty good at that. So that's where I think these 5 coins will land. If you need to go back, you know, rewind this, go back, snap a photo of it. That's kind of where I'm thinking they'll fall in terms of the biggest gainers. Probably BTT number 1 and JST number 2 out of the 5, if I had to guess. All right? So that's all I've got today. As always, this is Jesse with Keeping It Real Finance, the channel that always has your back and tells it like it is. Don't forget that I'm also on Twitter at KIR Finance is my Twitter handle, where you can see me tweeting and retweeting on a regular basis. And if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to hit the like button. All right? So I will see you on the next one. Later.